And I was saying that I wanted to go through the goodies that I got from the Crafternoon. I'm just calling it that, but essentially it was just we all met up at a cafe and met some new people. It was my first time at just kind of like any sort of planned get together, and so I was really surprised with all the things that we received there. This little envelope is from a second meetup that I did with somebody that I met at the Crafternoon. So when we first got there, it was in like, I guess, so I live in like Taipei city, the more metropolitan area, and then this Crafternoon was in the next city over. They call it New Taipei City in Banqiao. And so it was like, obviously it's kind of extremely hot because we are getting into summer and it's very uncomfortable. So when I got there, I was like sweating and it was a little bit nerve-wracking meeting a bunch of new people who seemed to already know each other. But as soon as I sat down, I felt welcome. They started handing out little gifts. Like everybody was preparing gifts while they were at the cafe, which I didn't know that that's what everybody would be doing. And I don't know, it's kind of difficult because most of these people who attend who already know each other, they are actually makers. Like they have entire product lines. The person who was hosting it is Loy Design. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. It's a husband and wife team, I guess. This is my entire collection of Loy Design. It was really heavy, and I think I hurt my arm. But Loy Design is a Taiwanese brand, and they make some of the most beautiful hand-drawn art. Some of my favorites are these ones, the ones that have, it kind of looks like translucent petals. I really love those. These are my favorite, I think, from all of her artwork. But I'm kind of getting into a lot of the, like, I don't know, it's hard to, I'll have to make a different video showing all this stuff, but Loy Design is basically the person I follow to find out most of the information. She and her husband attend almost everything. And so when I heard that about this Crafternoon, I messaged her that I wanted to participate, and they actually had two, 1 week apart. And so the one that I attended, there were a lot of the same people at both of them. So the first item that I ended up getting were some of these frames and I guess different kinds of ephemera and paper in different colors. I feel like these are offcuts from the projects that they do, but obviously if you're really creative, you could figure out a way to use some of these. They seem to have cut lines on them, or like markings. I don't know, maybe you could use it as like a stencil. Personally, I don't know what to do with them, but it's very thick cardstock. Oh, this one is foiled. So I don't know, but just receiving everything was kind of overwhelming. So I just didn't look at it until several weeks later, which is today. So that was kind of the first package. I honestly don't know who gave this to me. I couldn't even tag them. So I'll have to find out and see if I can kind of tag them in the comments after. And then I got this item. And so a lot of these are different makers from Taiwan, like different artists from Taiwan. And everybody packaged everything so nice. like the time and effort that they put into each one of the... Oh, okay, sorry. My cat has decided to come and participate. Hello, Jerome. Okay, so in this little package, again, I don't know who this was from. It doesn't say, but there's some really nice things. So these are like travel notes. I think these are parts of like, notepads. She's fighting. So you can punch these out. And this one looks like travel notes. A lot of letters from Tokyo, so some travel. Venice, Jerome. Greek postcard. This one is Leaning Tower of Pisa, New York. So cool. It's travel themed. And some tags on this really nice handmade, it seems like it's hand-pressed, handmade paper. These are more floral type things. Jerome. What's wrong? This is a very hard cardstock, a nice frame. Just a lot of little ephemera pieces. I find that these are really useful. Oh, this one's nice. These are really useful when my Midori... Jerome. My Midori Hibino is... Well, maybe everybody, but the paper is not that resistant to bleed through. So I find it actually really helpful to just paste it on top and then write over it. So some of the paper like feeling is really different. This one is more of a slick kind of, it's got a coating on it. These are Lloyd design actually. Some sort of fern, at least some of these are branded. But do you guys have any... Oh, this is a sticker. Do you have any, like, suggestions on how to use this? Or do you like to use ephemera? Because I think this is too much for one person to use. And I will definitely be sharing with some tickets. I'm trying to organize them. Oh, these ones are... like the long, I don't know how to use these, but they have really beautiful colors. Some more here. So that is a selection from this paper pack. These were stickers, and I really wish I knew who these came from, but this is the package. I'll try to keep everything together. But when I kind of do the giveaway, I might just throw like a bunch of things together. So here's a cute one from an little IKEA pack. There were, oh, I know this one. This one was from Claire, so I can tag her below. So from what I understand, it seems like Claire is like an administrator of some sort. Like she knows all of the creators, she knows all the artists, and she herself makes some things. Like she also sells things in her shop. These are really long. It's an entire alphabet. Oh, not very clear. But it's an entire alphabet with like very nice artwork of pens and ink and letters. You guys can see that. But yeah, that one is the entire alphabet. I'm probably going to keep this myself. Because, actually, I don't know. What could you do with this? Like, letters. So one thing I also learned at this Crafternoon is the use of these tiny elastic bands. They are very useful for samples, for keeping your PET tape together, rolled up. Normally you use like washi tape, but for me, I find that very unwieldy. So I'll put that in the back. That was from, I believe Claire drew that herself. And then this is the second sample loop. These look like very intricate drawings of dip pens and nibs. And wow. Again, not sure how I'm going to use this, but I will be putting these loops of PET in my binder, my PET binder loop. I mean, my PET loop binder. That. And then this, it looks like it's going to be little designs that maybe she drew these, or maybe she's just sharing them. I kind of felt a little bit shy to ask. It felt a bit weird to be like, oh, did you draw this? And then for them to say, oh no, it felt a little bit weird. These are pre-cut hexagons with different designs. These look like I think Japanese art motifs. And these are mostly in the warm color palette, warm oranges and yellows. Okay, so that's the PET samples. And then she made this, so like little pieces of lace. There's foil, stickers. These ones are from Taipei, and then this is Loy Design. I can kind of tell. Oh, they love using doilies and different like elements. So this is like a paper element that got stuck on. And then cats. I have found that cats are a major theme, but that's made from Claire. And she did that in May. Oh, and it looks like there's, again, some paper. So this is very common, in Chinese writing. There's the phonetics that you can put in the little column, and then the actual Chinese character in the large column. It's probably meant for like children to learn, but it's very useful. And then some seals. A lot of sticker seals. These look like a kind of cafe. Maybe this was like an event that it came from. So, yeah. These are nice. And these look like they're from 2 years back. From 2023. And then little charms. And a selection of really interesting, so like thickish, kind of thicker vellum. And then handmade paper, I think, or some sort of special production with a little bit of foil or gold leaf, silver leaf. So that is from Claire. I'm gonna have a big mess of things. I'm trying to keep things still in somewhat of an order altogether. And then this one was from a creator, like a maker that arrived a little bit later. and she just was handing out gifts like at the very end. So it's Big Bear Hey 20, and you could choose. I think she let us choose a couple of designs that she hand cut herself. I chose most of the ones that had really beautiful watercolor. So something like this, and it's like lots of bottles. This was a really nice artwork. I thought they could be in a little spread by themselves. That looks nice. And this is I believe this is the same. Or, no, this is the roll that's coming out, launching soon. We're actually having a big stationery expo happening in July. So July 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. And this is the roll that is coming out, and it's, I think, 4 or 5 artists all together. So this is the same as this. It's by Big Bear Heya. And then, as you can see, the style change. I don't think it says on there, but that's a cute little dog. And then the style changes again. But all of this is in the same roll. So I think it's, it's 4 different artists. I love this. Why does it say rainbow? The beauty of Nurtu. Oh, there's a lot of like Chinese English, I guess. A bit confusing. But that is a huge long loop. It's like super long. I'm gonna have to check out who all the other creators are in this collaboration roll. But that's huge. It's so many. So long. That's such a huge loop. And then, yeah, I've seen these stickers all around. These little stickers that I guess are used as labels, but these are super cute. It's like those fish, those flying fish, like decorations. And then, so generous. Wow, that's so many. 5 of these. Wow. That's definitely shareable. So more of these. They are notepad. They come in a notepad, and then they're perforated. So I guess you could use them all together, cut them out. I think that is very nice. And then a postcard. That's cool. It kind of looks like very textured. Oh, I love that. That's very cool. And then I love this. We have like full sheets of transfer stickers. So these are little houses made in that same kind of collage-y style as the postcard, postcard. And then this is little bubbles. I haven't actually tried using transfer paper. What do you call it? Transfer stickers? Haven't tried that yet. But I am really grateful that we got these little surprise gifts like right at the end. I love that. And this artwork is very, I think it's very identifiable. Like it's very clear who made different artwork. Okay, and then here's another thing. I'll tie that back up together later. You can see this getting extremely messy. Okay, 3 more. This also doesn't have anyone's name, but came with like a pre-decorated ribbon clip. My cat actually has tried to get this several times. I have had to take it off from her. That's nice. And then this is stamped on, but like you can see the embossing. Like everybody puts so much effort into these gifts. And it looks like more kind of ephemera and paper. Oh, there's a tea bag in there. Oh. Just a bunch of stuff on. So, don't know if that is meant for crafting or if it's meant for consuming, but 2 bags of tea. And then a lot of this ephemera again. It's like ticket stubs. These like long ones. The like bus ones. These ones look, oh, this one's Istanbul, Athens, and just from all around the world, it looks like. I don't actually know if they're designed like this or if these are actually like discard sheets from those actual countries. Like this one looks like it has a stamp and everything. But this is, these must be Japanese tickets. And then more tickets. I really don't know how to use these. I would love to see if you guys have any suggestions. And I actually don't think, I think these must be just paper that is made to look like tickets because they all kind of have the same feeling and the backing is, it's not like branded. So another little clip like that. And these are stickers. So it looks like stamps. And this one is Austria, I think. But they're just stamps that are made to look like they could be used, but I don't think they can actually be used. See? Can you guys see? I feel like it's not bright enough. So more stamps, stickers, and then this is like a calendar. You can fill that in yourself. And this looks like a little printed note card. Like you can fold it over maybe. And then these look like they are, I'm gonna try to put that back together. And so then there's one final flip. It looks like these are Bibles. So these little pages are from a Bible, I think. I don't know if that's all right. You guys just rip old books apart? And then this one's Sense and Sensibility. And this one is a Chinese book. I don't know, it kind of looks like it says like the world is golden. So I'm sure these would be great for backgrounds, like a lot of text and stuff, but I don't know. Is that, I don't know. It's kind of been instilled in me not to like write in your books and not to rip your books. So maybe I feel a little bit awkward about that, but wouldn't mind sharing that. Okay, so I put that one away. And these are the two that I guess the two creators that are exhibiting at the Taipei Stationery Fair. It's like the biggest stationery fair of the year, technically. And I think these are mostly all her new stuff. So this is creator on Instagram, it's Taipei, but her website is U World Store, and I think her name is You. So these are really fun. This is actually not the first time. I met her before because I bought from her shop, but I had no idea who she was like in person. So it was nice meeting her. It was very just a little bit overwhelming, I guess. So this is something I got. We were all sitting there and crafting, so like little bits and pieces kind of found their way into my stash. So this is really nice. I love the kind of holographic foil, but it's done in such a way that it's an overlay, but the color underneath of her artwork is still showing through. I really like that. I think I'm going to try to either purchase like another sample or find a full roll of this. It's really pretty. I think this is a new item that's coming out, but these I think we saw in some of the other things that gifts I received. They have already started using her unreleased items, so I felt really lucky to get a sample of that. And this is another one. So I had already cut most of it open because I was putting something into her, like she had like a sample book, so I just like created something for her sample book using these during the Crafternoon. So I'll be putting those in my binder later. This too. And I don't know what that is. Okay, so that is her business card again. And this is her cat, like her real life cat. On Instagram, it's Batty Pay, and then her actual website is U's World Store. This is a sticker. It's pretty cute. And so these are really intricate. Wow. I don't know what cat bed. So it's like windows. It's very cool. And then a couple more frame type things. I think you could just directly paste some of your like ephemera and stuff directly onto that. So this is really hard stock. And then this I feel kind of wrong to open it like. I think it's paper. I'm not sure what that is yet. Feels. Oh, I think these must be paper samples. I don't want to open it and ruin the packaging, but it's going to take too long to open it nicely. So I think these are just samples of paper. I will open that later. It just says notes. So 20 styles with 40 pieces. And then here, this, I guess they make samples out of things. I don't know how to just to cut it off. Oh, maybe I can just do this. So it's a lot of color, like color stories, and lots of words. One thing I noticed is Batty Pay actually writes all this herself. So all the like handwritten notes she's done. So I'm sure that's like a entire loop of different colors. You can see the greens and yellows in the inside. And then we've got the blues and the oranges. And then I actually have some of her girls already. Like I got it as a roll, an entire roll, like a fashion roll of outfit of the days. But this is really interesting. I don't usually use people in my spreads unless I'm covering up something that bled through in my spread, but that's nice. It's nice to have like a few to use, have that option. Yeah, so that is all from Batty Pay. I couldn't take that apart really well, but I will eventually be able to undo all that. And then this was, I already started looking through some of this in my previous reel, but this is the stuff from Loy Design. And here, actually, this is what I'm going to be doing a giveaway for. I'm going to cut loops of this tape and do a giveaway, plus a few items, like miscellaneous random items from the other things that I got, like paper ephemera that I won't be able to use myself. But some of the, actually that is a problem. They will break on you if you're not careful. That's why in Daiso they come in like packs of like 500. So this is not pre-cut, but I was in like the back of my mind, I was thinking the perfect reel song for this is Selena Gomez, Hands to Myself. It's so nice. And I like the bows, the hand-drawn bows. Like, I normally don't think people, like most people avoid drawing hands, but she had an entire tape of hands and like kind of a vintage vibe. Oh, I love that. That is really nice. I like the wreath frame. She does like really good floral artwork. So that is, I'm really excited to have a sample of this roll. And this one as well, I was in the middle. I was deciding between this one or like a star celestial floral. And I decided not to get this one, but now I'm regretting it. It has some nice gold foil, and these are, I think, plum blossoms. And I love all these little little extra bits that you can cut. Definitely a lot of fussy cutting. But I'm excited to have a sample of this. I'm going to tell myself I don't need a roll because I have a sample now. But then, of course, once I finish using this, I'm probably going to want to buy. So this is a new release that I'm really excited for. I used some of this already, but this is a pre-cut PET tape. Oh, some of it is coming off. So this roll is with the foil, and then this roll is a test roll. So there's no foil on this one. It's just the florals and all the little foil pieces aren't there. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. This is cool. It's kind of like behind the scenes. You get to kind of see what a product is like before it goes into mass production. But the cut lines are actually quite good on just even this sample. I love that. So now it won't be so unwieldy. But yeah, all these little pieces would have foil on them. But look how beautiful those flowers are. So that's the unfoiled version. And then she gave us a little bit of the foiled version. I think I might get this when it's released on July the 4th. Oh, it's very difficult. Very difficult because these ones that are pre-cut and the thicker ones, they're very expensive. But I don't know. And then these are something I've never seen before, but they are kind of like paper with a backing. I have an entire roll. Like I bought a roll in the last exhibition, but these ones can be drawn on, which I think is nice. I'm not sure if it's 100% fountain pen friendly, but so many designs, and it's foiled, and it's die cut, and it's hand drawn. Like, this is a product that I couldn't pass up. It's just so unique and special, and fountain pen themed. So might include some of this because I have a roll that I purchased. And then I think this is new as well. Oh, this is two loops of, like, I think a new floral. I think, is it the same? Oh no, it's two different loops. I thought they were the same. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So she's been doing a lot of these kind of seal type illustrations, plus some more florals, really delicate. You can kind of create an entire little motif yourself. Really nice. I don't know what this is called, but I'm sure this is one of the new products. And then, no, this is the exact same. Maybe it was just like a printing error. One looks darker than the other. I don't know, but those are the exact same. And what I had mentioned before, this was the loop that it's actually a really long loop. I will show you the whole thing. I cut a loop already, but I also have a roll of this, so definitely don't mind sharing. But it starts off with a bunch of like dip pens and very vintage ink bottles, a typewriter, again one of those like seal things. There's a bit of text, and then just some interesting vintage vibes. And all the colors they used are this like brownish color, and then just pops of this like green and some red and blue. Yeah, that entire loop. That's one entire loop. It's very generous. I think it's probably like a meter, like 100 centimeters per loop. So be doing a giveaway. You definitely be included one of these loops and then some miscellaneous other items, because that's a lot to share. And then quickly go through this. This was those stickers again. They're called sticker seals. So a lot of people will use them to kind of, oh yeah, there's one right here. They'll use it to close a little envelope. That one is Loi Design. I actually found these are quite good for writing on. Like, you can write yourself a cute little reminder in your planner. And then here are some more designs from Loi Design. I mean, some more paper. Like, what are these called? Just like paper labels? Because they have no backing. You have to glue these in. I've seen people cut these out. Actually, this would be quite good for swatching. That's a good idea. I don't know what kind of paper this is, if it's fountain pen friendly. Oh, this one's Breezy Studio, a different maker. Oh yeah, so the rest of these are probably all from different makers. This one doesn't say. This is Loi Design. I think these were samples that she gave us. I used a piece of that. Yeah, I'm actually not sure, but most of these are just so intricate. I don't know what that is. But that's not Lloyd design. These, I think, started to be items that she was sent for the Crafternoon, and she just gave them as gifts. It's cute. Some of these are, I think, this must be used stationery, the one I just showed. Some more florals. This is more used stuff. I love this. Stars and florals. Oh, cats. Oh, so cute. Yeah, this is used world. This is funny. Yeah, you can start to kind of see the style come through, like start to recognize them after a while. This is, again, use world. This, again, is that kind of cafe, that event again. Very interesting. Oh, and I used some of this when I was making some crafts, but I definitely can cut these up and share. So that is from Loy Design. And then finally I purchased some PET loops from another person. And so she gave me, her name is Bear, and she gave me some like freebies. And these are the little pack that she sent, 300 centimeters of just different things. But I requested no people because I didn't really know how to use the people. But it's like just different combinations. Oh, I really like the florals. I like the kind of this kind of vibe. But these are quite large. I do like it though. I like that. But I guess it's like after she's finished using a loop, there's still some left, and she's able to sell these, which is actually kind of nice. But like something like this like secret garden, key to secret garden melody, just like miscellaneous words. How do you use these? So maybe these will, like, I know this could be easily used under like for layering, but it's actually, it was a lot to take in because everybody seemed to really know what they were doing with layering and using different elements and making everything look so nice and cohesive. And I was just like, just putting random things on the page, and nothing was like, I tried to coordinate colors and such, but nothing was really matching, and it just felt really out of place. But these florals I really like. Yeah, so that is the haul from the Crafternoon. I did purchase these kind of samples from one of the girls that attended, but there's like a huge mess of stuff, and I will make a reel for the giveaway, so definitely try to enter. It'll be really easy. Just follow Lloyd Design because I'm giving away loops of her tape that she gifted, and maybe like just probably just a comment of how you use PET tape, or if you like, no, I don't know. Well, just check it, and I will hopefully be able to post this because I don't know what I did here. It was one of my first lives, a sit down live, so hopefully it will still work. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.